to the show, everybody. Well, I'm here with my good friends Ty and Hunter, and that was me screaming for 5 seconds straight.
Wow, long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
You held the note perfectly. I'm a musical genius.
Okay, sure. You're just over there with the recorder going, "Hi, cry, hi, hi."
Why was the tone 3 Blind Mice?
Isn't that what hot cross buns is? I don't know.
I have no fucking idea what hot cross buns is.
Yeah,
I had to bring back our like. Okay,
right?
Sure.
I don't fucking know.
I had to bring back our morning recordings in style.
With a stream?
Yeah,
I cannot tell you how badly I want to kick you in the pussy right now. Throw that out the window. Throw it out the window. Stop it.
So hold on.
So stupid.
This will make Alex happy. There was someone who came in with one of your guys' shirts like that in my store, Alex.
I drank way too much coffee at the same time.
In my store.
Fuck you! I said store, you bitch.
There was someone that came in with my cup.
It's the shirt.
Oh yeah,
the shirt version of the fuck your sensitivity.
What a fucked up move. You have one of your company's fucking coffee cups and you go to their establishment.
I do it all the time
to get coffee.
I have them fill up this with water.
No, you don't. You make me fight you because you don't. He's like, hey, can I get a Trenta cup of water? I'm like, okay, sure. Then I turn around to go do something else. I turn back around and I see him pouring the Trenta cup. I'm like, Alex, just give me your fucking growler.
To be fair, I'm just trying to be nice. Like, I don't want them to like have to. To be fair, I just don't want them to have to like sit there while they're busy and like fill up that giant water bottle. I'm not trying to be a dick.
You just look like a fucking meth head. You're all, yeah, can I get a cup of water?
And it's not quiet either. It's like,
no, it's loud and obnoxious.
That's what makes me look back. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Everyone's in there having hushed conversations. You hear the beeps and all that stuff.
I can assure you no one is having a hushed conversation at a coffee shop, dude. People are so fucking obnoxious. My biggest pet peeve, don't take your fucking screaming kids to a coffee shop and sit there and talk to your friend. God damn it. It annoys the fuck out of me. I think we had this
conversation on like episode 2 or 3 of our
I think we did, but it annoys me so much I had to bring it back.
Yeah, well, that's when you condoned hitting kids.
It gets annoying when they let the kid.
Let's revisit that statement, Ty.
I said that's when you condoned hitting kids.
Oh, did I?
I think so. I think we both did. No, you said you hit the kid. I said hit the parent.
Both work.
Either way, both of our answers included violence.
To be clear, for people who haven't watched the episode, I advocate for spanking, not just like hauling off and punching kids.
Yeah, he's not talking about running over and Superman punching a 3-year-old.
Like, and don't get me wrong, it shouldn't be the first. Now I have to defend myself. God damn it, Ty. Look what you've done. I don't condone just like hitting kids as a first resort. Like, try to like de-escalate the situation, but
I'm pretty
at some
fucking
point,
sure people understand what you mean.
Right,
you don't need to fucking...
My paranoid mind now has to like rationalize, like, hey, you gotta fucking explain yourself, or you're gonna fucking get
how much you explain and defend yourself. There's still gonna be one person who's all, this motherfucker wants to crack this kid's skull open. Oh my god.
Yeah. Or there's gonna be people like you should
actually
never hit a child.
And then the more you defend yourself, you sound more and more like you hit kids.
Like I just beat kids. For legal reasons, I do not beat kids. I don't even have a kid.
Do you discipline random people's kids?
Dude, bring that back. Like, you never, like, growing up as a kid, you never had like another parent like walk up and be like, would your mom want you behaving like this?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I pictured you like walking up to some random
And
kid, smacking him on the back of the head, like, "Hey, knock it the fuck off!"
No. I've seen
"Oh
that.
my God."
What was it? That fucking movie or show called The Slap or whatever.
Or it's the guy in the fucking backyard just whack, whack.
No.
whack.
I mean, it's a meme off that show, but no, it like there's like an actual show. I think it was like Zachary Levi was in it. Or no, Zachary Quinto. I don't know. So there was someone in there, but basically the premise of the show is like this kid's
Isn't
going
that
on a
Spock?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, technically
Okay.
Leonard Nimoy is Spock, but
Well,
yes,
he's
it was the
new
remake Spock.
Jesus.
Yes, I love Zachary Quinto as an actor. That's neither here nor there. The premise of the fucking show or movie is that the dude was like at a birthday party. And like this kid is going on a tirade with a metal bat, swinging it everywhere, and he's like, "Hey man, like don't do that," because I think the kid hit his kid with a bat, and like he keeps trying to swing at the guy, and he's like trying to like, "Hey, no, like stop that, knock it off." The actual parents are doing absolutely shit all to watch their kid, and so he finally like smacks him, and not like fucking like haymaker, like he correctively smacks him. And like the whole thing is about like how the family is like, you abuse kids and this and that, and it's a whole thing. I could go on like a whole tirade about it, but I'd rather not get like our show fucking canceled before it gets started.
I think we're a little late on that one, buddy.
Maybe. You know what? You have your radical opinions. I have my radical opinions. Hunter has
Not
his radical opinions.
I have my opinions.
Yeah, we know.
Hunter just never mind.
So anyway, on to the subject.
Say it, motherfucker. Say it.
No, because that'll really get us canceled.
I'm
Anyway,
just gonna
what were you
get this
gonna
out.
say?
I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I'm assuming. Does anyone have anything new to share about their week? Everyone doing
I
good?
went to my dad's.
No
yesterday.
one cares. I'm just kidding. How was Pop Pop?
Wow,
How's Pop Pop?
he's good.
Good.
We hung out, went swimming. Me, him, Pee Wee. And
When's he getting on the
Meemaw.
show? That's what the people want to know.
When he gets a camera.
God damn it.
I mean, we're playing Project Zomboid with him after this, so why don't we ask him then?
All right.
For all the viewers of this episode, we do have a special guest lined up for next week's episode. So,
Are we telling him who it is, or are we just leaving it
No,
up to a
nah.
surprise?
Nah.
Just a stranger in the dark? We're just gonna raw dog him like that?
Don't say. Why would you say it like that?
now we have to send all of our viewers a consent form.
Just a
It's
PDF, like,
bullshit.
hey, sign this, download
Sign
this.
this. In the fine print, we're not actually raw dogging you, but because Alex
then-
said this, we had to get lawyers involved.
And in the PDF consent form that we make, I slip in a virus.
And that's why we're on NSA watch lists.
So back to Hunter's radical opinions.
Back to the topic at hand, actually. Today we're talking about anime, right, guys?
Animu.
See,
Animu? What the fuck is Animu, Hunter?
I don't fucking know.
It's anime for cows.
It is anime with cows.
I'd watch that. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be kind of
Attack
funny.
on Titan.
It's just a bunch of cows with like
Attack
swords
on
and
Heifer.
shit fighting. Attack on Heifer. It's just a giant cow stomping on like a city of squirrels. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd
What
watch
anime
that
is
in a
everyone
heartbeat.
watching right now?
One Piece.
I thought you were caught up.
No, I started Egghead or
Oh.
Eggman Island or whatever.
By
I
the
just
way,
got to the
Hold on.
hold on. What?
Before we start,
Oh god.
spoilers ahead.
Major spoilers for
Bitch.
anyone.
Dog, don't even start. You've bitched and complained about getting spoiled of the death of him.
Yeah. That was way
Spoilers.
different than hey,
No,
this
absolutely
guy
not.
fights this guy
Hold
again.
on. Keep in mind, we have not seen those two characters meet in like fucking 1,000 episodes. Or not 1,000 episodes, but pretty close actually. Like
Yeah.
900 episodes. So like some of this shit might be news to people. Egghead has been very important story-wise to the show, so not giving a spoiler warning.
I'm so proud. He's the one explaining shit more.
It's like horrendous to do. So
I will say.
Spoiler warning. Throw
on.
a spoiler warning on the screen. Let everyone know.
I will put the
get back to
spoiler
talking.
Spoiler warning wherever I'm placed this week. And then I will probably put like a timestamp for anyone that's listening on like YouTube. Skip ahead to this time if you don't want to hear about One Piece spoilers, at least.
Okay. Now, what I was saying.
Yes.
I only got to the Rob Lucci and Luffy fight when they both do their awakened devil fruit fight. That was the last episode I watched.
Damn,
that's a good fight.
So you got so much going on right now.
Yeah, I saw teasers and stuff on Instagram for shit about Garp, and I'm like, we're gonna see Garp?
We see a lot more than just Garp.
So I'm excited about that, but I can't get into your fucking Crunchyroll account. It won't let me, so I haven't been able to watch it.
Sorry, I'll figure out the password today, right before we play with Zomboid.
Not that we share
accounts.
Yeah, that's illegal.
That leads me into my point, though, which is you're seeing spoilers, which is something Alex complained to me all the time, even though sometimes it was his own fault when he goes looking up shit that he shouldn't, or that I tell him not to because, hey, there's spoilers. Because I before I got him into it, I read the manga, so I was always caught up. But I recently got Alex to start reading it. Yeah. And so now it's time to convert you, Ty.
I do not like reading manga, and no disrespect to like manga, but it's just very confusing for me and my like ADHD to like figure out how the fuck to read it. Like because like people are like, oh, it's right to left instead of left to right, which makes sense
but it's
inherently.
Also up and down.
Yeah,
it's also
but then
down or up or up. It jumps around.
It's right to left, up to down, down to up, left to right, loop-de-loop and pull, like, and now my shoes are looking good.
Yeah, all they have to do is like put arrows to where the next panel should be.
Yeah, that would be great.
If I start on this page and I'm going up, down, up to down,
even if
the next page
was
is
like,
supposed to go up or down to up, make an arrow to the next fucking panel and then I'll read that way.
I would be fine even if they put, here's a manga for stupid people. I would happily read that and be like, all right, cool.
Manga for dummies.
Okay. I know what's going on.
There's one manga that I want, but I think it only comes in hard copy. Like an actual physical copy. It's Berserk.
I really want to read that.
I've
heard it's like super scuffed, but really good.
Well, I just recently found out about the first page. Oh my god, the first page is intense.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I haven't.
Do you want me to
up
tell you
what
it is? He's like straight raw dogging this chick, and then all of a sudden it turns into a fucking demon.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's like it's almost like Goblin Slayer level. Actually, no, it's nothing close to Goblin Slayer because it's consensual.
That's a huge comment.
Yeah, it was consensual at first until it wasn't.
It was until it wasn't.
Well, like, I mean, like, he thought he was having sex with, like, a beautiful woman, and then, like, he wasn't.
Turns out it's a demon lady. Yeah.
And then he just, like, kills her.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. That's as far as I've read. Because I saw, like, a Reddit post of, like, oh, let's talk about, like, the first page of Berserk or something. And I was like, what's the first page of Berserk?
What animes are you guys watching right now?
So before Alex goes, I'll go first because mine's quick. I'm not watching any current, but I'm gonna start watching one called Kaiju number 8.
Talk about a fucking
I have been told
topic
to watch
that Hunter is like gonna lead the fucking conversation. Just begins to be an ass. No, I'm going first.
Because I know Alex is watching a lot more than me, so I wanted to get the one I was gonna watch over with, so he can have his. Oh, fuck you guys.
Wait, I didn't say anything. Why am I in trouble?
Oh, fuck you guys. I was trying to be nice to give him enough time to talk about all he's watching.
Yeah, I mean, it is true. Alex does never shut the fuck up, so...
What the
Well, hold on. In Alex's,
talk the most in most episodes. I have to fucking edit, and I'm looking at like our audio clips, and it's like straight boop, straight like straight boop 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 straight ties. It's just
it's like
9 times out of 10. I've got to fucking turn you down for the audience because you're like you go from like. And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Stop doing that, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. Now I got to edit all that, including my own.
You did it, so I was just going along with it to make sure it's all.
Yeah, we don't need you to go along with it. You'll
Alex,
do it.
But I'm
I
going
make your
along
editing
with
easy. I don't do that shit.
Yeah, you just don't talk. There was one clip I have of you that's just like 8 minutes of you just.
I know there's an episode. I gotta look back and see which one it is, but you can see this piece of shit looking at TikTok on the reflective part of his glasses in the middle of the recording. I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, Hunter, there's episodes, Hunter, that like straight 10 minutes of you just like not doing anything.
It's literally just me listening.
Kaiju number 8.
I don't remember that part.
Wait, what is Kaiju number 8?
I've heard it's really good. Coworker was explaining that I should watch it as well.
From what I understand, it's kind of like I'm trying to think of one you would know.
Pacific Rim.
I've never fucking seen that.
It's similar to Pacific Rim without the Gundams.
Oh,
it's kaijus instead.
Like they're fighting Well, no. It's Pacific Rim is kaijus versus giant robots.
I didn't know what the fuck Pacific Rim was. So
it's a good ass movie.
You ever seen Pacific Rim Jam?
It's just 2 robots going to town on each other.
I'm sure it's out there.
It's the Adult Swim version.
So is that it, Hunter? That's the only one you're watching right now?
I have a list. I just haven't started any of them.
I also have a list that I'm like trying to get through. Before I go into like what I'm watching, though, like I struggle because me and Hunter watch a lot of animes together. But there's one of 2 things that'll happen. Hunter will either bitch because I want to watch it in dub, which for all those out there that are going to hate on me for watching dub anime, I'm most of the time doing something else while watching anime. Mm-hmm. And so I need to be able to not have to stare at the screen to know what's going on. I did convert to sub for One Piece, but that's the only one that I really...
That's because you had to.
Yeah. Well, there's only been one other anime, and that was Naruto Shippuden that I went to sub just because like I wanted to finish it. All the other animes that I'm watching, like I want to finish them, but like they're pretty close with the dub that like I only have to wait like a month. Like Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, stuff like that. It's close enough where the dub will come out soon enough that I can wait. Hunter fucking hates it. And I'm like, hey, dude, like, if you want to watch the sub, watch the sub. But, like, if we want to watch it together, like, most of the time I'm trying to, like, cook or, clean or do something while I'm watching anime. Yeah. Or I'm playing games. Honestly, like, we'll be playing, like, fucking Minecraft or something.
I have to thank Dub on...
Back in the day, we did.
With One Piece, because if it wasn't for it being in dubbed, I would not have caught up as quick as I did.
Yeah. I breezed through it because of dub.
There was a lot of stuff where I had it playing like at my desk while I was at work, and I'm working, but I have one headphone in while the show's playing. But if it was in sub, I would have had no idea what the fuck was going on. Just staring at that while I was working, and it just...
And the other concept too is like some of the ones I'm willing to switch to sub, but for like Hunter, he gets mad and I'm like, just watch the sub. Like for Demon Slayer, he's like, just watch the sub. And I'm like, I have already watched season 1, 2, and 3 in dub. I want to finish it in dub because I like those voices.
Yeah, that's how I was with One Piece.
Yeah, because when I switched over to One Piece, I hated some of the voices. Like, I still to this day, most of them I like, and I'm like, all right, cool. And it's no like disrespect to the voice actors. The voice actors are great, but I like English dub Frankie way more than I like sub Frankie.
Way more, yeah.
Because I feel like it fits the personality
Zoro,
better
though, too.
Oh, see, I love Zoro either way. The other one that I don't really care for was Luffy. I like Luffy now.
I don't care for
fine,
Luffy's,
but yeah, like I feel like his English voice was better in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's always a great day for me when I hear hunters say that's their voice in dub, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, damn, I actually really like that. I'm like, yeah, bitch, that's what I thought.
Very
the
only show does he hear that.
True.
The only anime that I've ever watched the entire series in sub was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah,
well, that's because I tried to watch part 3 in dub. And just hearing Matt Mercer as JoJo fucking cussing his mom out, I was like, this is just...
No, it's fucking hilarious. But I will say, and there are some animes that I have watched in sub, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure being one of them, because like you watch it in dub and it doesn't get the same effect as sub. Yeah. Like in sub, it is wacky and weird and funny. And then in dub, like it's kind of like a more serious... It almost feels like two different animes.
Yeah, they try and act too serious and shit when in the sub you get a completely different vibe.
Like fucking Jonathan was the dad or the grandpa, right?
Jonathan
is fucking, or no, Joseph. It's Joseph, right?
Joseph.
The one that's always like
the great grandfather.
Oh my god,
that's Joseph.
Okay, yeah.
Jonathan was the original Joestar.
Fucking hilarious in the sub. In the dub, he's more of like they try to capture that same thing, but it just doesn't work as well. I feel like.
That's I feel like that about Brook though too in One Piece.
Really?
Like his dub version sounds and acts, in my opinion, funnier than the original sub version.
I disagree.
I don't know why.
I don't know that I agree with
that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on your opinion. I think they're pretty similar. I think it's two different humors, honestly. Like, because I love English dub, Brook, especially because I love that voice actor. But like, I feel like what I will say, I think Brook's laugh is better in sub.
100%.
Like the English voice actor that plays like Whis and all that does great, but there's something about that laugh in like most of the sub laughs are better than the dub laughs, except
in
for
my opinion,
Doflamingo.
I think all but Doflamingo is better in sub.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, Kaido's laugh in dub doesn't hit as well. Hit as well. However, I do like the voice they chose.
Yeah,
because it's basically Volibear. Hunter, you've heard it. It's Volibear.
I don't remember it. Is what I was saying.
Character from League.
Oh, I was saying I don't remember it, Alex.
Oh, okay. Also, I don't feel like Queen hits as well in dub.
Zoom.
So much better. And I was like, Queen. Who's
I did listen to that in English dubbed. It was not as good.
No,
it's not.
However,
because I remember when I got to it, I was like, "Oh, this slaps." And Alex like, "Yeah, don't go to the English version."
The fact that they threw all their budget into a fucking
whole like music video just out of nowhere. I will say though, like for One Piece, because I started in dub, I will rewatch it in dub. Like, so I'll finish I finished Wano. And then as the Wano English dub has been coming out, I've been watching it just so I can see like the difference. And that's what I did with Naruto.
Ultimately, like on the sub dub thing, I don't care which one you watch it in. The only problem that I have with we always watching it as dub is we never do anything in subbed except One Piece. It's like, hey, can we watch this one in subbed? Because like I've already started watching it in subbed or this and that. And so, like, no, I only watch in dubbed.
I will say, like, in the one that I think I do have a case on is when we decide to go see the movie, like in the cinema, like Demon Slayer or whatever it is. If I'm paying money for
the movie in the cinema, where the fuck else do you go see the movie?
I mean, they stream on Crunchyroll and shit too. But I'm talking like when we actually go to the movie theater and like watch the movie in the big screen and all that. I don't want to pay money to see the version that I don't want to see. And I understand the concept of like on your side too, but like it's like if we agree to it, I think the last Demon Slayer movie, before we realized what it actually was, we agreed like, hey, we'll go see it in dub first and then we'll go see it in sub just to like appease both of us. But then we realized it was just the last 2 episodes of season of the Entertainment District and then like the first episode of fucking Swordsmith Village or whatever. And we were like, that's bullshit. We're not
I gotta start that again because I
Dude,
hear all these good things about it.
Good. You just like the first 4 episodes are very slow. And then it takes off.
But it's not that it's slow.
So you also
it's cringe as
it is a different
dude.
anime style. Like I felt the same way. Hunter
it's not even the style. It's just the things they say and do are just
so
like his sister. The entire time they're making her do all these weeaboo cutesy fucking anime shit. And I'm like, this is just
weird. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the faces in Demon Slayer are fucking hilarious to me.
They are. Like it does take a while to get used to the tone change because it is a weirder anime in my opinion. Hunter had me take him. We went to go see Mugen Train, and I had never seen Demon Slayer. He just really wanted to go see the movie. He asked me if I wanted to. I said sure.
Good. I don't know why I said so.
I think I fell asleep during the movie, but that was just because like that week was like so long and I was so tired.
You fell asleep right as the action started.
I was so mad. And I watched it and I enjoyed it. I didn't like, for some reason, the Mugen Train movie to me felt like watching a video game cutscene of like weird animated NPCs, like the way that Rengoku moved in the movie, like on the big screen.
It was very interesting.
It was very odd to me. And so I was like, I don't have any interest in this fucking anime, I guess. And then Hunter, like we watched it, I fell asleep and I was so pissed. And then Hunter was like, hey, like give the anime a try. And so I did, and I ended up really loving it. And now I'm watching it. I realized I never answered what I'm watching, but go ahead, Hunter.
The reason I got him in is I found the one character to interest him.
Which one was that again?
Rengoku.
Oh, yeah. I loved Rengoku.
Like, if you can find a character, I'll show you some scenes that are like,
I was
going
to say, just put a picture of him up on the screen so everyone can tell who you're fucking talking about.
Yeah,
I got it.
I think it's more for you, Ty.
Yeah, because I have no idea, and I know other people are not going to have any idea if they've never watched anime or never watched these ones. So you're going to put both of them on there? Oh,
I guess.
Okay, no, they're the same.
Meme. Oh, frick, you're going to make it count. So like if you need me to do what I do with Alex, which is like show you some scenes of certain characters, I can. Because I find it easier if you find a character, even if it's not in the beginning, that you really like in that show, you can have the motivation to at least get to them.
What we need to do is put some money together, get Ty a second screen. And then, like, when we play our games, like fucking Zomboid and shit, when Pop isn't there, like, we'll just stream anime. Because that's how me and Hunter get through a lot of our animes, is we'll play something that's, like, doesn't require a lot of communication or has, like, a lot of downtime, and we'll just watch an anime while playing.
Yeah, but then I'm too focused on the game and not paying attention to what's happening there, or I'm too focused on that, and I die a lot in the game.
You get used to it, I promise you.
Ty doesn't have the ADHD that we have, apparently.
True.
Yeah, I haven't had my ADHD awakened yet, so
I'm fucking in Gear 4 for my ADHD, man. Gear 5
it's gotten
even.
to the point where I cannot play a game without watching something in the background.
So to answer the question, real
that's
quick,
another level.
The animes I'm currently watching right now are I got to catch up on Fairy Tail or Fire Force. I'm watching One Piece currently with every episode, and then Fairy Tail. I'm getting back into that. I'm also kind of off and on Konosuba. I'm not quite sure I like it. It's a very odd anime.
It's a very acquired anime. Like you either like it or you don't.
I'm trying. Like I'm gonna finish season 1 and see if I like it, and then maybe go to season 2. Konosuba is like it's an isekai, so like the guy dies, goes to a fairy tale world, like fantasy world, and then like is building up this team to try and like get back home. I think that's his goal. And he has like a fucking goddess that's useless at magic unless special times arise. She's like a water goddess. She has a paladin who is a masochist and loves pain. And then he has a fire sorcerer who can cast this devastating fireball one time a day. And in like D&D logic, she like casts this fireball at like ninth level, and then just gets 5 levels of exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the main character's power is called Steal, and he uses it to just steal people's like underwear. And it's very odd, and I've never been a big fan of anime with like super pervy main characters. It's why I kind of like I'm not sure. I enjoy Chainsaw, but I don't like Chainsaw Man, but I don't enjoy Denji.
I've heard Chainsaw Man was pretty good.
I've heard that it's drastically changed for the next season, though. Like it went from like a gruesome anime to like a hentai. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Color me interested.
Yeah, I know you are.
See.
And then the other one that I'm looking at watching is Failure Frame.
Fatal Frame. That's a good game.
No, Failure Frame. I became the strongest. I don't know. I saw it on TikTok, and the scene I saw was kind of cool. So
let me run it down for you guys and the viewers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I've only seen a handful of fucking animes. I've watched One Piece up to current. I've watched all of Cowboy Bebop. I've watched up to I don't even know what, right after the overhaul fight in My Hero Academia.
No, you're farther than that, aren't you?
No, I think it's when they're doing the training between the two different Class A and Class B.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like that arc.
I don't even really care what's going on. I will trying say, to watch it.
Get through that arc, because the next arc is the Vigilante arc, and that in my top 5 seasons, it's probably number 2. It's right.
Arc is my
right under the Pain arc of Naruto for me.
And then I've watched all of Dragon Ball Super and just bits and pieces of.
Has more come out since the Tournament of Power?
Yeah,
that's like
the Moreau arc.
That was like what, 5 years ago? We were still in 29. We were still in 29 Palms when that came out.
I think they're gonna do something like Super, where they're gonna come out with a new series that's like the Moreau and on.
I never.
Oh, and all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I still need to finish part 4 and then get to part 5.
I haven't even finished part 3.
Part
3 is so good.
Part 3. Okay. Everyone geeks out over part 3. Everyone geeks out over like, oh, if you like part 3, you got to go back to the roots of part 1 and 2 and this and that. They're so good. My favorite parts are 4 and 5. I love the random, almost like sitcom-y version of JoJo that they do in part 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love this more serious tone but silly and weird at the same time as part 5.
Mhm.
So here's my view on JoJo's. I like part 3 from what I've seen, except the last episode I watched, Fuck Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah, that episode sucks.
But my favorite part is part 2. I loved the Pillarman.
Part 2
I
good.
loved Hamon. Plus, I just love Joseph, so seeing him younger was fucking great.
Sorry, my shit was froze for a minute. Yeah, it froze for a second.
Scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it scared the fuck out of me too.
I went on this entire rant while you were frozen.
No, I haven't watched a lot of animes. I know Hunter's recommended a few for me. I know Alex has recommended a few. Oh, and I've watched all of Attack on Titan, but not because I wanted to. I would have been like I said in the last like 2 episodes or whatever, I would have been totally happy with it just being monsters attacking this last bastion of civilization.
Yep.
But instead they took it to this whole time travel, racism fucking shit, and it just made it really bloated and dumb for me.
So I have a list of animes that I have compiled over my time of watching that I want to watch, just things that interest
Over
me.
my years of expertise.
I mean, technically it has been a couple of years of compiling it, but I haven't watched nearly. I haven't even made a fucking dent in this list. So
Jesus.
I always have recommendations of things that I am interested in, and I'm always willing to recommend. I just need to know what
have you guys seen Black Clover?
Yes,
I've heard that's
I'm
watching it right now, and I have read the manga.
I've caught up finally, and it is amazing.
Okay,
I highly recommend it.
Good.
Here's what I say about Black Clover. Once you get past the main character's quirk,
yeah, he's constantly screaming at you,
and the fact that he's not really the main character.
So
that's fine. That's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5.
Hold on,
because
he's the main character, but not
the main character. He's the main face of that part, but he's also plays the backseat role while everyone in his gang.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say. I would compare it to My Hero, where Deku is the main character, but they do there's Deku and Bakugo. But they do a very good job of incorporating side characters and not being just we're here to assist. They kind of have their own arcs and shit. But
I absolutely hate those episodes where you're wanting to see the story progress, but then out of nowhere it's hey, we're gonna take the frog bitch and we're gonna put her on a boat with a seal guy hunting for drugs. And it's I don't care. I want to see the main guys fight. I don't give a fuck about this chick.
Well, so I would say Black Clover does a better job of that, where you're seeing the side characters and their exploration of getting power and shit. But for the most part, it is oh shit, I'm excited to see this because not to give a bunch away, but he has to join a magic guild. So he joins this guild called Black Clover, or not Black Clover, the Black Bulls.
Black Bulls.
And all of them are misfits and they don't belong. And you're watching, at first you're okay, I don't like half of these people. They're kind of assholes or they're just weird to be weird. But then as you learn their stories and shit, you're oh shit. And when they finally pop off, to help Asta or help the guild leader and shit, you're oh, let's go.
Now is what's that other one that I see? I see a lot of these recommended on Watch Mojo shit.
Yeah.
Baki the Grappler. I've always heard that one was pretty fucking brutal and cool because it's
So
Baki the Grappler.
You said Baki, right?
Yeah, whatever.
So
it's called.
Baki is split into multiple versions of Baki.
Oh,
so
okay.
There's Baki the Grappler. I think there's Baki the Box. There's a bunch of different Bakis. Baki,
Okay,
I've
okay.
seen clips, and it's actually one of the ones I've on. It's a wild fucking anime from the clips I've seen.
I've seen clips, and like when they talk about it on Watch Mojo, it seems hardcore as fuck. But I just have never given it a shot.
So there is one thing that I'm like, I don't know that I agree. So I don't know if you've seen this clip, but there's one character that's basically entirely feared by all world's governments.
Yeah, isn't it the main guy's dad or something? Like
his
he's the
name's Yuji
strongest
Hanma.
dude in the world.
He's the strongest dude in the world. Apparently, like from what I remember, this part might be wrong. I haven't seen it. It's been a while since I've seen the clips. He fucking nuked an island with a punch.
Fuck yeah, that's sick.
You know what's an
cool.
anime that I think you and Lindsay would like watching? I mean, you would be kind of hit or miss with it, but I think Lindsay would even watch it with you. It's called Spy Family.
I was reincarnated. Oh.
I was reincarnated as a slime.
I don't think she would like that one. From what I hear, there's like a lot of like lewd stuff to it.
She would not like.
Course.
She would not like.
I would turn something like that on. She'd be like, what the fuck?
Most isekais I found are very like lewd and shit. Because like one of the ones that I love that Hunter hates for some reason is Overlord, and it's very much like that. But
isn't that the guy that's like a Grim Reaper looking dude?
Yes.
That's a sick anime. I would watch it.
Which is kind of the part of the reason I don't like Sword Art Online too, is like they start overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like isekais that start with the overpowered character and they're like, there's no one that can fucking challenge him in the beginning.
So I would agree. However, in my opinion, Overlord does it in a very different way. Like Kirito just like fucking lords over everyone and walks around like, I'm the best, but we're gonna pretend like he's not. Like Overlord, I feel like they know, like they in the story even like they're like, yeah, this dude like is the max level, and he like goes into this world because like the premise of the anime is the guy is he was playing a game on the last day before the servers shut down, and they were like a max level guild. He was max level, like all powerful wizard guy. And then he decides like he's going to stay logged in until the server's completely shut down. And he's sent to another world by doing that. And so like when he gets in, like
he's trapped.
Yeah. So like, and there's no like, like maybe he's not like, no, he is the most powerful being here. And it's him trying to like figure out how to build his kingdom back up and deal with like this new world and new kingdoms. I like the premise.
See, we should just call this episode recommendations for Ty's anime list.
Yeah.
Because I have such little experience when it comes to fucking animes. It's mostly the super mainstream animes that I've watched. The one that I didn't think I was going to get into, but I'm absolutely obsessed with and really irritated they don't have more episodes is Jujutsu.
Oh, I love Jujutsu Kaisen.
Love that fucking show. I'm confused 99% of the time, but I love it to be anyways.
Season 2's ending, I'm just like, what the fuck happened?
I need to actually watch it. I have not watched a single episode, but I read the manga of it.
I think season 2, the only complaint I had is it was fire. However, the ending felt so rushed. Like so much happens in the last episode.
Yeah.
So much happens in the last episode that I sat there and rewatched it and was still like, what the fuck happened? Like what?
Yeah. Like and it's like the whole time you're made to think that Gojo is like this omnipotent being with his powers and shit, and then they lock him away and are like, all right, we got our fucking MacGuffin thrown away so he can't save everyone. And then of course the worst of the worst of the worst thing happens and Sukuna shows up and you're like, oh great.
I love Sukuna.
Sukuna's a badass.
When he shows
and that's
up,
one where I've tried to watch the sub and it just I couldn't do it with the voice acting. I love like Sukuna and Gojo's voice acting for the American the dub is so good. I
I
love it.
love when
It's
he
so good.
shows.
Good.
Go ahead.
I love when he shows up to when like Panda Man and the other guy are fighting, and he's just like, they're like, we got to get the fuck out of here, and he's like, no, actually, if any of you move within like a 10-mile radius, I will kill you. And it's like the massive fireballs coming, and they're all just like, what the fuck? And then he's just like, all right, you can move. And just leaves. It's like, what kind of power move is that?
He's such a shit posting villain. It's so funny.
As far as like Gojo's, and I've only heard Gojo's voice in, or I've heard a couple actually. I've heard Panda Man's, I've heard Gojo's, I've heard Itadori's. And,
Sukuna's is great.
Sukuna's bad.
Oh my god, why am I drawing a fucking blank on Toto's as well? Some of the things though Gojo says in Japanese.
Is he the one that does the fish cakes?
No, he's the
Toto's. Oh yeah, he's so good in the dub. I love him.
So there's some things that the characters say in Japanese that are just so much better.
Yes,
like when Gojo insults the volcano guy. I can never remember the volcano. Jogo's and calls him useless in Japanese. It's so much better in my opinion than English.
I will say the only one that I've heard that I'm like, oh yeah, that is better in sub is Toto when he calls
my
best friend.
He is so broken. His power.
Well, not after season 2.
What do you mean?
Did you not see what happened? The dude has no hands.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you guys are caught up, you said?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for anyone who isn't caught up. I'll give you a couple seconds to look away. How do you guys feel about Nanami?
Oh, dude. He had the hardest scene in the entire season, and then they did him dirty like that. I was so upset. I was like, you can't make this guy. He was so badass.
The amount of TikToks I have seen from that scene, though, of like girls at Comic-Con or Anime Con and shit, and Nanami.
I got that spoiled, and Hunter was like, God damn it, I'm so sorry.
Oh, so there's two things that got spoiled for Alex that I was...
Just imagine the Force, like in real life, like no superpowers, nothing. Imagine the strength and the force of picking up someone by their hair, dropping as you're cocked back, and full force directly in the face. Even in real life, that would kill somebody.
Oh yeah,
that's a fucked hit. That's badass.
See, there's two things I was pissed that Alex got spoiled, and one of them was unfortunately my fault because I didn't realize it was in it. One was Nanami's death because I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Because it was it pissed me the fuck off because he was right there. He was literally like
I would like to defend myself. There are spoilers, like granted, there are a lot of spoilers in like One Piece or Fairy Tail that I'll accidentally like look something up and then get it spoiled. Those two I did not spoil for myself. Like they were spoiled for me.
I did not. I only spoiled one of them, which was there's the TikToks of like, oh,
if you could bring back one person,
you could bring back one person, who would it be? And I swiped over because it was like Ace, it was Ace, Pain, a couple other people,
and Nanami
then right
was on
in the
there.
middle was
Gojo. And I was like, wait, why the fuck is Gojo on? I sent him, why is Gojo on that list? And he goes, he like literally runs into my room and he goes, I am so sorry.
No, we were we were getting Panda Express. I was like, I'm so sorry.
And it's not like he's dead. It's just he can't do anything. He's imprisoned.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. Oh, no way. No. Wait, no. No. My boy done did himself in? No!
So, okay, on a side note, because this is my favorite character of Jujutsu Kaisen. Can we talk about fucking... oh my god, why did I immediately draw a blank on his name?
What power?
The heavenly blade. The sorcerer hunter.
Oh, what's his face's dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was badass.
Can we just say that Toji Fushiguro? Can we just say that this motherfucker is a unit going against Gojo with nothing but a couple of cursed items?
Yeah, he's a fucking savage.
I respect his character, though. When he like saw Fushiguro and like realized like, oh, that's my son, and he just like he couldn't bring himself to say like, hey, I'm your dad, like this and that, but like got his closure, so he just kills himself. I was like, damn, that's hard.
The other guy that always makes me laugh that I can never remember, I just know him from the TikTok sound, is the guy who has the gambling domain.
The gambling. Oh yeah.
That's like principal.
For the next 5 seconds, this person is effectively immortal.
I like the guy that has the comic
Hikari. Kinji Hikari.
The comic
I don't remember who that is.
frames or whatever.
I will
The old
send a
dude
picture.
that gets fucked by the Cthulhu monster.
That's the principal.
No. Or well, he may have been a principal from a different school, but he was the one that has the power where he can see the different.
Don't remember that guy. I don't think he's been in the anime yet.
Oh, he has to have been.
I don't know who that guy is. No, the one that I liked was the old dude that was like a drunk, and he was with the girl that has the hammer and nails and all them when they fought the Cthulhu guy. And
Big
he's the one
Raga.
that he like loses his arm
How
and
about,
shit.
how
but
about
he
the fact
has
that she died?
No, she's alive. She got fucked up, but she's still alive.
No,
we
he
talking
said at the end. I'm pretty sure.
Are we talking about his Itadori's friend?
Yeah,
yeah, the girl.
I'm almost positive she's dead.
because he says like,
Well, fuck.
I use my cursed art on her, but she doesn't have a pulse, so it's not looking good. But her chances are not zero.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's probably where I got that from then.
Okay, have you guys? I don't know what's in the anime. Have you guys seen Moraga yet? Maharaga?
Yes.
I don't know that
Yes.
name.
I love him because of the fucking memes of the I summon Big Raga, the Opstopper.
Maharaga is the guy that he summons as a suicide plan.
Yeah.
The fucking
like,
giant monster.
If I'm
Fushiguro.
gonna go down, I'm gonna make sure he kills all of you too.
And then Sukuna's like, I'm going to defeat this guy to break the rules so that you don't die because I need you alive.
Here, I'll send the picture.
Is it the guy with the tree branches coming out of his eyes?
No, that's
Or wings, technically.
yeah.
This
It's the
is
one that
Maharaga.
Fushiguro. Yeah, the one that Fushiguro summons as like a last ditch
Yeah,
effort.
that guy.
That's
Yeah.
Maharaga. There's a TikTok that goes
okay.
around of violets are red, something that I summon Big Raga, the Opstopper.
So here's my take on like I have two takes on anime. One might be like a hot take, but the other one I think people would agree. Anime is far better than any TV or movie that's being put out in this generation.
Right now, yeah.
I could agree, yeah.
I agree.
With
A lot of
current
people,
stuff.
and I would agree with like early 90s shit, but like a lot of people give anime a bad rap and saying like, oh, it's like cartoons for like kids and stuff. Like there are some animes that deal with some very
No.
tough subjects that you like and put on a far better
look
story.
at One Piece.
Oh yeah.
One Piece deals with some heavy stuff, but it's covered up by the colorful, whimsical world of One Piece that you don't really realize
And
it until you read into it a bit
It puts
more.
on a far better story than some regular shows did in like years of storytelling.
Regular show?
Regular
That's a
show?
good anime.
I hate both of you.
Are cartoons just American anime?
Yes.
But like I truly think and not only that, like they put on
The best
better
anime fight ever, Tom and Jerry.
I want to see a Tom and Jerry in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure style.
They have those.
I'm sure they do.
I've seen them on
100%.
YouTube. They're funny as shit.
But like not only that, like most animes too look far better than like you don't have to worry about shitty CGI or like, oh, they didn't put enough production into like this set or whatever. Like,
I would agree with you up until yesterday.
what?
No, Friday was when I went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, I'm not saying there's not exceptions to the rule. I'm saying as a
there
general,
are some exceptions,
though,
but as a general statement,
because
yes.
with the exception of, oh, go ahead.
What I would say is, like, if you put a group of animes and a group of TV shows and movies, overall the animes would be better.
I don't know that I've gone and seen, and granted, I've not gone and seen every anime movie, but the anime movies that I've gone to see, with the exception of the second movie of Demon Slayer, I have never been disappointed in. Like, I've gone to see like My Hero in like the theater. I've seen Demon Slayer. I've seen, I think we saw One Piece. Yeah, we saw Red in theaters. All of those.
I'm gonna be 100% honest on One Piece Red when we had that.
I know you don't like it because of the musical in it.
So here,
no, it did not live up to the hype that I thought it was.
I thought it did.
Red, in my opinion, is a good movie. It is not the best One Piece movie, in my opinion, though. In my opinion, it goes to Stampede or Gold.
Ooh,
which one was the one with the guy
Stampede.
that
Stampede
has the power?
You're thinking of Stampede.
To like reconfigure shit and make it into like technological advancements.
Yeah,
that's Stampede.
The one where all the pirates show up on the boats and have like a party, and
because
it goes.
That has, in my opinion, one of the most badass scenes in One Piece.
Are we talking about the Sabo scene?
Which is no. Oh. It's where he turns around and smashes the thing that would lead him to his goal.
Yeah, when everyone's rushing for it.
He turns around and smashes the Eternal Pose to Laugh Tail. That is by far one of my favorite scenes. That is probably my favorite scene from the movie. Are you talking about the ending for Sabo?
Yeah.
That's not a badass scene. That's a heartfelt scene, in my opinion, because of what it symbolizes.
I mean, it's badass.
It can be one and the same.
It's badass in the sense that he completely makes the Navy turn around because they're not going to go through that wall of fire.
Yeah.
Which proves
I love Sabo more than I like Ace.
Yeah, I will always love my boy, but I will say Sabo uses the fire or the flame fruit better
a lot. Well, because he also mixes it with martial arts.
Yeah. But Ace didn't have anyone to train him. He did all that on his own.
Here's the thing too that kind of puts Ace in a downside is
you
also got to realize
okay.
So this is what put Ace at a disadvantage of like that makes Sabo cooler. Sabo is in a point in the anime that has access to more powers than when Ace was. Yeah. So like they didn't have hockey. They didn't have very many like martial artists.
Okay, so explain Ace's death to me, because they're both Logia type devil fruits. Is it solely because he burns hotter?
No, it's believed
because if that's the case, that's dumb as shit. Okay, so that's what I thought.
Had hockey.
So looking back at it now, it's like, there are points in time where it can be seen as hockey. So like the first episode with Shanks was hockey, or believed to be. I had to explain
hockey to my dad, Pop, because he pulled up this video on TikTok of the boxer. I forget the guy's name that has the white beard tattoo on his back. And he's just dodging all his hits. And I'm like, there's a joke going around that he has observation hockey. And he goes, what's that? I'm all right. So One Piece, there's hockey. And observation hockey, if you have
I'm so proud.
Really good observation hockey, you can see something happen before it happens. And he's like, oh, okay, so he's just reading his moves. I'm all basically, but he can like see in the future.
This is a message.
It's because he has the One Piece tattoo on his back.
Please watch One Piece.
So
Homeboy can't sit through a fucking Marvel movie, let alone 1,000 episodes of a fucking anime, dude.
Here's the thing too about observation hockey in particular. Technically, observation hockey was shown as early as Skypiea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because that's what
that was
Anil's power was a precursor.
Anil,
So
Monstro was a
the real
precursor.
Slim Shady.
So
Real Slim Shady.
here's the thing with Ace's death. To answer your question, I believe he did not use hockey because he didn't need to. I do believe Akainu has hockey, but
He does.
Ace could have dodged the hit, but he didn't, because if he would have dodged the hit and used his Logia powers, it would have hit Luffy, and that's what Ace was stopping. So Ace had to like basically turn off his Logia powers in order to take the hit, so that it would stop. So it would save Luffy.
That was another thing with the Marineford arc that was a big letdown, was how everyone in the show was hyping up Whitebeard. Everyone was like, oh my God, he's the strongest man in the world and this and that, the most feared of all the Yonkos and all this shit.
And then dies.
And he only uses his devil fruit power like once or twice, and he doesn't do it like earth-shatteringly.
Yeah.
And then he dies.
He can't.
And I'm like, I wanted to see him beat some ass.
I was going to say, you also got to realize the state he was in.
That, and his power is not like yes, he can concentrate it, but if he tries to do any world-shattering shit, he's getting his own people involved in that.
You saw what happens when it world shattered, like, because you saw a scene
like, think
where
of the tsunami he did.
Yeah, but I was wanting more from him.
I agree.
You also, because they hyped it up so much.
But you gotta admit that dude got to see standing up.
But when I got to see his ass in the Wano arc flashback with Odin, holy shit, dude, that was badass. So him and Roger just connecting, and then he gets his ass whooped.
So there,
or no, it was they
Odin that got
for like
his ass
3
Odin
days
gets
or whatever.
his ass
It was
whooped.
Odin that got his ass thrown across the island.
So my other
you also have to understand that in the time Whitebeard was there, not only was he watching out for his own people, he was heavily sick and weakened.
Dude was like essentially dying to cancer and like was still whooping ass.
Was on stage 4, death's door cancer, fucking nearly beat the shit out of Akainu, and managed to turn an entire island on its head.
He should have just finished the job with Akainu.
I agree.
He
100%.
I hate very few people in that show. Akainu and the Celestial Dragons are the only people. Oh, and what's his name? Green Bull. I
Which
can't
one's
stand
Green
that
Bull?
fuck.
Green Bull's the new admiral.
Tree power guy, the new admiral. But I fucking love Fujitora.
Fujitora is the best
Fujitora,
on the
that's his
Navy
name.
side.
He's so
I love
cool.
him.
When
he says, "I wish I could see just one more time," I bet you have a smile on your face.
But
the warm smile.
You have a kind face.
That's what it is. Oh, dude, I teared up. I was like, stop.
Well,
so the things I want from One Piece are, I want to see Slim Shady and Dofi come back and fight Luffy.
Do you know where?
That'd be
do you
so
know where
sick.
Neil is right now?
Yeah, isn't he like on the moon or something like
moon.
that?
The motherfucker's on a moon training an army.
I think
so.
Here's the thing. I think Anil will come back. My theory is I don't think he'll come back as like necessarily a villain. I think he'll I don't know that they'll be allies, but I think they'll be like, hey, we're gonna fight the same cause together, but we're
like
not
on
friends.
The Marineford.
Yeah. Because I think
there was a lot on the Marineford that were like that.
I'm hoping the last arc is just this all-out war between the Navy or the government and.
So, from what I understand, some people think he's going to come back to die. Because some people believe that Nami's going to get his fruit.
That would be dope.
Ooh, that'd be badass.
Because now that would have her have complete control over electricity.
So, there is a theory right now. Oh, I can't tell the theory because you're not caught up. God damn it.
Also, how is Nami able to still have the Cloud Guy even though she's dead?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Great question.
But that begs the question too. Half of Whole Cake would be destroyed if her fruit
I don't even think it's half. I think it's like 90%.
I think what it is though is she's not necessarily killing the person. Like when she does that and transfers the soul, I believe that person becomes like a real person. Like they're not just like.
But
it's not just
it's
a
an
devil
effect
fruit
of the devil
power
fruit
thing.
still. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that makes more sense.
No, because I think like if you look at like Ace, when he died, there was still shit on fire. Like that, those fires don't go out. Like I think it's the same thing with Big Mom. Is she's effectively taking that soul and putting it into an inanimate object.
It's because he's using Climatact as a vessel for the soul. So instead of using Zeus as the soul now, it is the Climatact.
Oh, the little spear.
Because in Whole Cake, she attempted to also steal him back. Or no, in Wano, she attempted to steal the soul back before everything happened. And because he's permanently fused with Climatact now, it can't be taken. It's using it as a vessel.
I love Zeus.
Zeus is funny.
My
like his
favorite was
goofy little hat.
Prometheus.
Fuck Prometheus.
He's Prometheus. He's such a mama's boy bitch. Fuck that guy.
I liked all three of them, to be fair. Mama.
I do like.
I want to see Katakuri come back, and I want to see them come back as allies. Would be
sick.
Because I think that's what's going to happen. I don't necessarily think he'll join Luffy's army, but like when they go to like fight, I think Katakuri is going to show up and be like,
that'd be
sick. Like,
that'd be badass.
Do you know something?
Yeah, he knows something by those stupid fucking chuckles.
But
no, the other one I want to see come back is I want to see, out of all the people that achieve their goal, I want to see Brooke and Laboon get back together. That'd be so awesome.
The problem is it would be at the end because they have to go through the entire Grand Line to get back to the beginning of the Red Line.
So I gotta ask, because I really want to share this theory, but I don't want to spoil anything. Do you know what's gonna happen in Egghead?
Not really. I know the government's trying to kill.
Do you know why?
He's not wanting to do these experiments and stuff for them anymore.
It's because this part has already been revealed. He was researching the what is it called? The Dark Ages?
The Void Century.
The Void Century.
That's what it was. Yeah.
But there's
because he was talking about it, and then some tall dude with a big goofy hat and red eyes, it kept cutting to him, and then it kept cutting to this fucking island that just gets completely obliterated. So I'm like, okay, this guy could just.
There's no island.
Yeah,
there was never an island.
There was never an island.
Yes, there was. Yes, there was.
No.
Shut up.
That shit was some scary shit though. When they just said like that island never existed for anyone listening to this transmission, and then it just cuts out. You're like, huh?
Yeah.
See this? Yeah. This is where you really get to see the government's like fucked side. Because like before, it's
You've seen it through the whole show.
Not like the inner work, like the upper government. Like you saw the Navy. Now you get to see the government.
Wait, actually, Hunter, wasn't because you know what I'm trying to talk about, right? What
I'm pretty sure.
What Vegapunk reveals to the world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so wasn't that explained kind of in Wano?
Okay, a message
about devil.
All right, we're into a little fucky shit because I'm trying. Before I reveal something.
I do also really want to see Bon Clay again.
Yes, I want to see Bon Clay come back. Oh my
that's my boy. I remember when I first saw him in the Alabasta arc. And I'm all, this guy's fucking stupid. And you're like, nah, dude, just watch. Bon Clay.
Bon Clay.
I thought that's what
Bon Clay's a fucking G.
I thought that's what the old man showed them at the end of Wano.
Just say it. The viewers were already warned of a spoiler warning.
But
I've
been
warned.
A spoiler
I
for
still want to know.
Okay, so
I still want to know.
During Egghead, during this attack, Vegapunk releases like a broadcast to the world. It's basically his contingency plan. And he tells the world that the world of One Piece is going to be sunk. Like the waters are going to rise and sink the world.
Yes. There was a theory that there was because it talks about
because in Wano they talk about it.
They hint at it. They don't talk about it.
Because they say if like these walls were to ever break, because when they go under Wano, they find out like, oh, Wano sank a long time ago.
Yeah.
So he basically confirms it and tells the world like the world is going to sink. And there's now a theory that a lot of people knew about it, and that's why the government is like doing what they're doing. Because if you notice, Marie Joie is like super high up in this like huge mountain. Water 7 is the way it is because of that. Shanks has built an entire crew of non-devil fruit users because if the world sank, like they wouldn't be able to survive. That's why Rayleigh is coding all these ships because he knows that like, hey, we're gonna need that. It's also why the government is trying to destroy Fishman Island and keep them like subdued,
oppressed.
Yeah, is because they know they'll have the advantage. Like there's all these like little similarities now that they're showing that like the whole world knew, like, or little beats. It's also why they took out the Lunarians because they could fly.
And it's also why the Ark was built.
Yes.
In Fishman. It was supposed to be a boat that could keep people safe.
And it's also theorized that like the entire time we thought that the Celestial Dragon suits were space suits, but in fact we think they're diving suits. So like the whole Oda has been like dropping hints.
Oda is the master of fucking foreshadowing.
Dude, 1,000 episodes and like all this shit, like my hat off to him, man. Like he puts some great like little tidbits that you're like, oh, that's weird. And then 1,000 episodes later, you're like, oh my God, we've known the entire time. So yeah, that's what's going to happen in Eggman. He puts out a broadcast to the world.
Does Lucci know this?
No.
The grand zealot of the fucking world government.
But I don't think it'll like, and we haven't gotten to see his reaction to it yet. As far as I know in the manga, I need to catch up. I'm a couple chapters behind, but I don't think even if he finds out, it'll change his opinion. Lucci is just brainwashed to go with the fucking government. The government could kill a baby in front of him and he'd be like, yeah, the baby deserved it.
There's another thing I need spoiled for me just because.
If we know, again, I will, but I can't guarantee we know.
Yes, Luffy does die.
What the fuck is going on with what's his name? The former admiral.
Akainu?
The other
Aokiji?
Admiral.
That's what I meant. Aokiji?
Yeah, isn't he part of like undercover in Blackbeard's thing?
Ty, for all that is holy, trust me as your best friend, I'm not telling you.
Is it in the manga or is it in the show?
It's about to be animated. It's about no. You're like right there. It's going to be animated. I think the timeline is next month. Or no, this month.
Does he kill Kobe?
I'm not telling you. I don't want to tell you. Please, for the love of God, do not spoil this for yourself.
Oh my God!
Trust me on this. This is like I'm not saying any.
I went 2 years.
I know. I'm not.
2
years. Hold on.
With this fucking shit
Remember the
excuse.
feeling of when Ace got spoiled, and you were right there.
Yeah.
You are going to do that again. I'm not saying anyone dies.
Right,
I'm not saying
enough.
anything, but it is Ace level spoilers.
Okay.
Trust me, as your best friend.
That's the thing I've been most curious about because he like showed up as. Like there was this thing saying that he's like undercover with Blackbeard's team.
The only thing
I
will say is he is with Blackbeard's team, and we do not know his motives. Well, you find out his motives.
He goes full dark side, doesn't he?
I can't tell you.
No. Oh, no.
Just it is getting animated. Just you need to catch up though, because some shit just went down last episode.
Okay. I mean, I can get caught up in later
Yeah,
tonight
like
or whatever.
you're gonna be so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Alex.
You'll be either pissed or happy. I'm not sure.
Alex,
What?
Shaka.
Fuck off.
Is it true that one of the elder guys go down and start fighting with the straw hats?
Do you want to know?
You
I'll
wanna
spoil
know?
that for
It's
you.
it's the fat one that turns into a spider.
Do you
right?
want to know?
You want to know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just one.
It's not one.
Oh my God! All
All
the elders
5.
go. Yeah.
All
Which-
5.
No way.
So here's the thing. It's either going to be the biggest power move or it's going to be the most disappointing move. I think, like, where I am happy we finally get to see the Gorosei like in action. In my opinion, I think it was a little too early.
Send all of them, yes.
Bitch.
Well, no,
It's
no,
been
yeah. I
over
agree. Hold on.
1,200 episodes.
I agree with Hunter to send all of them because, like, it's like, where do you go from there? Like, the next step is
The only
Emu
person up is Eam.
or Eam. Is it Eam or Emu? Because I hear
it's
people say
Eam.
it both.
It's
So-
Eam. I believe that it's a translation thing. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Because it's like when like Japanese so like when it's like we call him Sakura, but in Japanese they call her Sakura. I think it's Sakura-san. Like they're honorific.
Well, that's a title. That's a title.
Yeah, it's the same thing. In Japanese, I believe it's Emu. In
Okay.
English, it's Eam.
Or I think it's
So it's
Emu-sama.
Emu-sama.
So that might be it. Like they have to add the U for the Sam. I don't know. But yeah, like in my opinion, it like because from what I understand about Egghead is basically like the punk hazard to whatever the fuck is coming. And so like
What do you mean?
like because this is the
Like
last
where Punk
saga.
Hazard led into Dressrosa. Where
Yeah, so
Wolverine
this
led
is
into Wano.
this is the last saga of One Piece as far as I'm aware. So we're in the end game, but for like the Gorosei to be just the punk hazard to whatever is coming is like, where the fuck do
That's
you go?
building up to some fucking hype.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you look at Blackbeard being the world-ending motherfucker
I
that he is
hate
right now,
Blackbeard, dude.
I hate him, but I don't
okay.
hate him. I just hate how broken they
Yeah.
made him.
Here's the thing. I think it's good that people hate him because I think people are like, I hate him because he's the traditional pirate.
Yeah.
Where like Luffy's
Yeah.
like I'm the good pirate. Just Blackbeard's like, I'm a fucking pirate. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, kill who I want, take who I want, do what I want.
I think it's a mixture between how he looks and how he acts, though, because I'm not a big fan of like I hate that he's so fucking disgusting. And the other part
That makes you
Traditional
dislike him
pirate.
even more, though.
I
Yeah.
think that I don't like how he's like, you know, there are many theories about him that he's like 3 different people and shit. I hate that he's such a bitch. Like he'll be this, and then like the minute he's like
Well,
step forward, he's like,
That's where the theory of the
Yeah.
3 people comes in.
I know.
that because that we first got it in like the theory in Jaya, which is the lead up to
Wasn't it?
Skypiea.
Was it Jaya? I thought it was Kaya.
Jaya.
Oh,
Jaya,
As a J.
Gaia, whatever.
Jaya. Because you see 2 different sides. You see a cocky or like the goofy funball side with Luffy when they're eating pies and drinking and shit in the bar before Bellamy fucking knocks his shit through the table. And then outside when they're like, oh, dreams are fucking for children, dreams don't come true. You see the cocky serious side of Blackbeard where he's like, dreams, what they say is full of shit. That's where the theory is like each time, like each way he acts is a different one of his 3 personalities, and we haven't seen the third. Or no, the third is the scared, the goofball, and the serious.
yeah.
The 3, and that's why like he's believed to be the 3 heads of Cerberus.
I'm not gonna lie, and I don't think it's gonna lead up to this. I would rather have the Blackbeard and Luffy fight happen before. I would, in a perfect world,
Between
Then-
the pirates and the
yeah.
government.
If I had my
Yeah, I
way
would
of
too.
seeing it, I would love for like the fight between Blackbeard and Luffy to happen. Then like that's the Battle of Laugh Tale or something like that. and then like as they're going to Laugh Tale is when the government shows up in full force.
See, unpopular opinion. I want another Marine Ford.
I do
Luffy to
too.
be captured.
Yeah. I want an all-out war.
I want Luffy to be captured.
That'd be so sick.
Oh, that could be interesting. Like the fight
Because
for Luffy.
Have you ever seen those TikToks of like who would come if Luffy was captured? Because that would be a cool thing.
The entire
world.
every pirate.
That could be
Fishman.
the cool thing. That could be the cool thing to tie in like the revolutionaries to fight with the pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
that'd be
see
sick.
Dragon in action. Oh god, I want to see it so bad.
I just want to see what he can do.
I was gonna say I can't wait to see if he actually has a devil fruit or not.
Or if he's just a god.
Or if he's just a fucking god.
I think he will. I think he'll have a devil fruit.
I like the idea that he has a dragon fruit.
Although,
or like the mythical Zoan.
I don't think he can, because isn't he the one that pulled Sabo for? Was he on a boat when he pulled Sabo, or did he swim for Sabo?
Yeah, because
No,
I believe
he pulled him out of the water when he was on the boat with Kuma.
Yeah, I believe he was on the boat when he pulled him out. I don't think we've ever seen
Tim
Dragon
Curry.
in the water.
But didn't he when like he showed up in Loketown? Because I haven't seen Loketown. Remember, I kind of skipped it.
Yeah, I've seen Loketown. He showed up in Loketown. It was raining.
When he showed up, didn't like a storm come?
It came before he showed up, so that's why they
Like right before though, right?
Yes, so that's why the theory is that he has a mythical Zoan fruit of like a wind god,
dragon,
the dragon god of winds. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Ryu something. Ryusaki?
That would explain why the government is so fucking scared of the revolutionaries and Dragon. That'd be sick.
Not to mention, they also do have some big fucking players. And there's another reason why they're so gung-ho about the revolutionaries, which you're about to learn. There's a person, Alex, within them that they want.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to miss it because I'm watching it in
You
sub.
can't miss it.
Oh, okay.
It is literally something that is so in your face that you cannot fucking miss it.
Is it Kuma?
It has to deal with Kuma, yes.
Okay. Because he just took off.
Yeah.
I just watched one of the episodes
Kuma's
where he just
backstory
took
in
off.
this arc.
Kuma's a fucking G.
Yeah, because isn't Bonnie on the island to kill Egghead because he experimented on Kuma or whatever?
Vegapunk.
Yeah. What did I say?
Egghead.
Oh, well, same
He's
thing.
not killing the island.
I don't know.
I would love to see though. I want to see an all-out war because I can't imagine. I can't imagine all these people are building up these armies and these allies and shit just for it to not pan out to something.
It has to be a final war.
Can we talk about how Bartolomeo's single-handedly also helping and fucking over Luffy?
Fucking fighting Shanks.
So yeah, declaring war on Shanks.
Wait, when did he do that?
It was in like Wano, yeah.
Yeah.
He attacks an island that's protected by Shanks.
Burns the burns the Jolly Roger and says, "You are now under the protection of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet."
And Luffy has no idea.
Oh my fuck. Oh, okay. There's some stuff that may have gotten spoiled for me a bit, but because of memes. Does something happen to Kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Very much so.
Very much so.
Going for round 2?
Let's just say this.
Yes.
Kid talks a lot of shit and tries to like act like he's on Luffy's level and has never been able to back it up.
So here's what I'll say. He finally fucked around and found out too much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the last time he lost an arm.
I was gonna say, he doesn't know yet.
Just for an update, Ian just messaged me and said, to go back to your previous question, now that we're in the PM, fake and gay.
Okay, good. Good man. Good man.
I love that it's exactly at 12 p.m.
Well, that was a good lot of talking for
quite the rant about one. We decided to talk about anime, and most of it was One Piece.
That's the one that I'm most invested in.
Oh wait, hold on. My second
animes.
hot take, real quick, before we end the episode.
Oh yeah.
I think that we have gone to the other side of the spectrum on anime, and we need to find the healthy medium. You look at early 90s anime, and no one fucking died. Every time, like, people come
Now
back, and
everyone
now
dies.
everyone
Yeah.
is dying. Let's find a happy
everyone's dying.
medium. I'm okay with people dying. I don't want everyone to die. When did we go from, like,
Yeah.
fucking Disney movie anime to Game of Thrones anime?
Yep. That was the entire conversation, and I think it was like 2 episodes ago, where you made that comment, and then we started talking shit on Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Like, it's depressing.
But,
Jujutsu Kaisen, depressing.
yeah.
Attack on Titan,
Hey
depressing.
Alex,
What?
watch Akame got kill.
No. I have no interest in it. Especially because I know everyone dies. But
Excuse me.
with that,
Excuse me.
I think it's time to sign off.
Sign off.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta take a fat piss.
God damn it, Ty. This is why mom doesn't fucking love you.
Well, question of the day.
Excuse me.
What anime-
I'm my mom's favorite.
I just noticed your shirt.
I wore it today
Is-
because of our special guest, but they're gonna be here next
You
week
gotta wear
instead.
it next week now
Is
too.
is Tanya gonna call before we sign off?
No, I'm surprised she hasn't. She's been featured on the podcast more than anyone.
I kind of wish my mom would call through the recording, but my parents don't call me.
We have to call our parents.
No, not always.
What's weird is my mom will go a month without calling me. 9 times out of 10, she's getting a hold of Lynn. But the past several times she's called me, it's been while we're recording.
But question of the day. What's
Favorite
your
anime?
favorite anime?
What is your favorite anime?
I like how we all were on the same
We're on
page
this-
for once.
We're on the same
We're all
wavelength.
sharing the same one brain cell.
hive mind.
The same brain cell that's fighting for third place.
Oh, not even third place. Those are already lost.
But we hope you had a
Blast.
nice shit. We hope you had a nice drive on the way to work.
Sitting on the toilet.
And
or at work,
Or at work.
wherever you enjoy your podcasts.
Hopefully on the toilet.
but with that, we'll see you guys next week with our special guest. You guys have a
Hopefully.
good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.